Good morning. I'm Stephen Toop, and I have the honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. Please join us now in the singing of O Canada, led by our University Marshal, Professor Nancy Hermiston, Director of the Opera and Voice Program at the UBC School of Music. Thank you, Nancy. We respectfully acknowledge the traditions and customs of the Okanagan Nation and its people in whose traditional territories we are gathered today. At this time, I would like to invite Quinton Scott and Cloudy, members of the Okanagan Nation, to sing the Okanagan song.
Oh
Thank you. We pause for a moment to give thanks, spiritual and temporal, for the blessings we share in this wonderful world, this great country, this blessed province, this splendid university, these proud students, their families, and friends. We give thanks especially for this most happy occasion. Please be seated. Madam Principal, distinguished colleagues, honored guests, members of the UBC graduating class of 2014, what a great day for you graduates. I know you've worked hard, you've had some fun, I hope, and now you're ready to take on the world, or at least a part of it. But I can't help but feeling sorry for you too. After all, if you listen to too much talk radio or read the blogs of too many self-appointed opinion leaders, yours is a generation of university graduates that is set to face an employment crisis. The CBC recently called you Generation Screwed. Well, I'm sure that you've heard all the tired tropes. You're all about to become baristas or gym attendants. If you have a PhD, you're going to drive a taxi. You don't have any skills, but you expect too much. Canada needs only job-ready technicians who will fit pipes and drive heavy machinery. Well, I have one message for you today. Forget all that. You are going to prove the naysayers wrong. Your generation is going to carve out careers that are meaningful to you, maybe not in exactly the same way that your parents did, but you have every opportunity and responsibility to make your own distinctive mark on our society. Why am I so confident in your positive trajectory? First, because you've already made one of the most important decisions of your life, choosing to go to university. Get past the stale anecdotes about baristas and look at the facts. Students with a university degree consistently have greater success at finding and retaining employment than those without a degree. Across Canada, university graduates have the lowest unemployment rate of any education group, including trades and apprenticeship graduates. University graduates also have the highest wages. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying there's anything wrong with choosing a technical vocation if that's where your passion and talent lies. Our world needs people who are good at their jobs and care about their work across all employment groups. But don't be misled by false claims that you were choosing unwisely in going to university. You were making the choice that tens of millions of people have made throughout the last century and this, seeing that the very best way to create opportunity and social mobility is through university education. I'm also positive in your prospects because you are collectively savvy. You applied to university in record numbers, having worked hard to get here. You've chosen programs that fit your passions, where you're most likely to succeed and to explore your full potential. You've resisted the temptation to think too narrowly about what is immediately marketable, knowing that education is about citizenship and about enriching your spirit as much as it is about getting a job. You're not bound by rigid ideas of what you can do with your degree, and you're right about that. Careers and lives are unpredictable, never more so than today. Change is endemic. Ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt studied engineering. The CEO of Bloomberg Media studied theater. Astronaut Marc Garneau studied science. The dean of Harvard Law School is an education grad. Financier George Soros studied philosophy. So did English comedian Ricky Gervais. You wanted your education to prepare you for jobs that don't even exist yet. That's why you've increasingly demanded that your programs include more opportunity for developing practical and analytical skills. That's why so many of you have pursued co-op, internship opportunities, gone global, developed leadership skills in clubs, student government, undertaken community service learning. You've known that so much of your growth in university happens outside classes, in residences, on sports field, in theaters, in protesting something that worries you. Yes, even in the well. Finally, I have confidence in your prospects because you have learned so much over your time at UBC. I'm not thinking about the detail, the theorems, the formulas, the theoretical approaches, or the data. I'm thinking about what you've learned about you, about the myriad possible places for you in our world, about the ways in which you can make a difference for your families and for our society. As I step down next month as president of UBC, I do so with enormous confidence in our future, confidence gained primarily from watching you. You know far more about the world than did my generation of graduates. You're less caught up in following a narrow set of paths to success. I think that you're more willing to take risks. All right, one or two of you may end up working as baristas, but only for a while you figure out how you're going to make the world a better place. So thank you for what you are going to make happen. And congratulations. I'd now like to invite Professor Deborah Buzzard, Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the Okanagan campus, to make remarks and to introduce other speakers. Professor Buzzard.
Thank you. Thank you very much, President Toop, and to the graduating class of 2014, congratulations. You all made it. I bet some of you are slightly surprised. Today really does mark a major milestone in your lives. Graduating from university is a tremendous achievement. Indeed, one of life's most challenging and rewarding pursuits. I want to encourage you for a moment to think back on everything you've learned over the course of your studies. You have a new level of expertise in your chosen field and will no doubt put that knowledge to use wherever your life takes you. But think beyond your specific areas of study and consider all of the other ways that you've grown and developed during your time at UBC. You've refined your ability to take in and process information. You've learned critical thinking skills, new ways of thinking about a problem, and the many ways there are to solve it. These are the skills that a university education brings regardless of your field of study. And after today, each of you will have in your possession something miraculous, a UBC degree. From here on out, when you tell people you're a UBC alumnus, be it an employer, a coworker, or someone you meet anywhere around the world, you'll be letting them know all these great things about you and what you know. A UBC degree doesn't just demonstrate your tenacity or qualify you for a particular job. It prepares you for a lifetime of thoughtfulness, perception, rationality, and to really contribute to your community. In my view, these are the hallmarks of citizenship. As you leave this great university, I encourage you to also cherish and maintain the relationships you have made here. As powerful as your education will be throughout your lives, I can assure you that you will turn to your friends and mentors more often than the chapters that you read before your midterms, or all of the papers that you wrote. Use your skills and knowledge for your career, of course, but also draw upon the network that you've built and keep building them. As a member of UBC's network of more than 300,000 alumni living and working in over 120 countries around the world, you have an extraordinary social network already there. Life will change by plan or perhaps by surprise, but you can be confident that you have the capacity and the resilience not only to cope with the unexpected, but to thrive in a world where little remains the same for very long and careers take unexpected turns. Stephen Toop mentioned the transformative value of university education. I'm the granddaughter of a coal miner. I was born in the north of England. I went on to university and studied plant genetics, and I've had a wonderful and really fulfilling career as a plant breeder of strawberries, of course, the best. But here I am in the Okanagan now at this wonderful campus and spending my days with people like you. It really has been an unexpected and wonderful voyage. You simply don't know where your degree will take you. With your UBC experience, you leave here prepared to adapt to whatever life brings you. Use everything you have learned here. Be tenacious, be flexible, be bold, be open to all new opportunities. Indeed, seek them out. Be prepared to take the path that you didn't even imagine at the beginning, because there will be many more of those than the routes that you could imagine today. You've heard the UBC motto, you've seen it up on campus all around here this week, Tuum Est. In Latin, it can be taken to mean two things. It's yours, and certainly UBC is yours, or it's up to you, or over to you. Indeed, the world and the future are yours, and it will be up to you what you make of it. On behalf of the University of British Columbia and the entire Okanagan campus, I congratulate you on your achievements and wish you every success with the rest of your lives. Congratulations and well done to the class of 2014. I'm pleased at this time to call upon Maggie Price, a member of the graduating class, to make remarks.
Thank you, Professor Buzzard. Good morning, President Toop, honored guests, fellow graduates. 4 years ago, we were welcomed to UBC with the Latin phrase, Tuum Est. It is yours. In these words, we were challenged to create relationships, discover our passions, to become free thinkers, and to be original. In our time here, we may have been more encouraged by a few other Latin phrases, carpe diem or #YOLO, where we seized the day and decided to go up to Big White instead of studying, or the phrase in vino veritas, which means there is truth in wine. But of course, only in moderation, and we promise that we did a really good workout this morning. At UBC, we have been invited into a community. For me, this started on the first Thursday that I spent here at UBC Okanagan. I had walked to the courtyard that morning to attend the HKSU's first year meet and greet pancake breakfast, and I was the first one there. I got my plate of pancakes and I sat down on the steps to eat by myself. But 2 minutes later, another student came and asked if she could join me, and we have been best friends ever since. In the years following, this campus has become my home. The late nights in the library, the early mornings in lectures, and the seemingly endless minutes spent in the Tim Hortons lineup. My memories lie in the times that I have walked across this campus and seen the many familiar faces. Now I am pleased to announce that Alumni UBC will place a commemorative tablet to symbolize our lifelong ties to this university. These tablets will be placed on campus as an enduring tribute to every proud alumnus who has worked and played here in this place of mind. As we embark on our new beginnings, I remind you of those words we entered with, Tuum Est. I hope that you embrace your new community and make it yours. But now let us focus on our achievement, on our completion. No more lectures, no more textbooks, no more exams. Class of 2014, I am honored to share in this moment of celebration. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Maggie. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? That's you. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the conditions that the university has set for them. The Okanagan Senate of this university recommends them to you for the degrees that will be announced by a representative of the faculty. As each degree is officially conferred, the Dean of the faculty, and in the case of graduate students, the Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, will congratulate the students. Angela Sally and Crystal Warwick, members of the alumni community, will present each student with an alumni gift. The candidates will please be seated.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science. Janelle Crystal Marie Jelinas. Caitlin Randy Marsden. Nicole Cecilia Strachan. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Human Kinetics. Leslie Kaylin Barnhart. Diogenes Angelo Zenon Bastillo. Peter Alexander Reed Baumeister. Janelle Ray Babouin. Jessica Blackmore. Samantha Lori Ann Blair. Dallas Marisa Bogetti. Blair Hendrick Boscher. Andrea Brand. Charlotte Amelia Broadbent. Hannah Brown. Tyne Elizabeth Bucci. Nicholas Scott Burton. Stephen Bush. Jordan James Bittalar. Frederick Chow. Caitlin Amy Carlson. Sean Cosier. Glenn Charbonneau. Robert Chittick. Andrew Tennyson Corbett. Angela Michelle Deary. Cody Durr. Emily K. Ecott. Taryn Felix. Go ahead. Lana Finley. Krista Feld. Alexander Peter Flett. Shanice Lee Fryer Thomas. Roberta Josie Giesen. Stephanie Gould. Ashley Goy. Cameron Grunbaum. Geraldine Hines. Matthew Robert Hale. Tara Hansen. Irene Catherine Harfman. Morgan Ann Hunter. Janelle Iglesias. Kimberly Jacquard. Kirsten Jameson. Brooke Ashley Johnson. Alicia Candler. Karnpal Kang. Elena Kinnican. Jennifer Kitchen. Robert Shamus. Laris Hong Lee. Michelle Diane Ling. Kevin Lutz. Nicholas Daniel McLean. Samuel McDonald. Elisa D. McComb. Allison Ashley Ann McElroy. Jennifer McGrinder. Laura Messenger. Eileen Mary Wallace Michael. Keaton John Murphy. Alyssa Nataluti. Donarita Nasur. Brenly Lulu Nela. Jennifer Lauren Ann Wynn. Ariana Oakley. Amara Marie Pansky. Taylor Shannon Phillips. Lauren A. Polisu. Hannah Faye Price. Maggie Crystal Price. Danielle Madeline Prince. Victoria Lee Prosky. Danica Quinnell. Jennifer Elizabeth Ray. Matthew Jacob Redcop. Kariska Rembowski. Lauren Rex. Natawan Rydell. Lucas Rosniak. Jeffrey Thomas Huntley Reinard. Jack Sadlowski. Ashley D. Sagan. Kelsey Satterfeld. Renee Jeanette Savia. Joel Adrian Sellinger. Caitlin Simer. Alim Samani. Ryan Stokes. Kiana Megan Stowe. Marie Grace Taronga. Brianne Elizabeth Tehern. Michelle Thaberge. Jillian Thomas. Taylor James Thomas. Brian Andrew Vickner. Harrison Walter Wagner. Katie Elena Weatherson. Stacy Wells. Luke Thomas Lee Williams. Brandon Thomas Whipp. Brittany Taylor Young. Lisa Claire Zoller. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Human Kinetics, minor in Arts. Lisa Body. Shanice Bourne. Crystal Penny Carpenter. Thomas Ivan Clark. Yassine Gomari. Stephanie L. Kendall. Jennifer Akimi Kidd. Danelle Allegra Newman. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the winner of the University of BC Medal, BC Medal in Human Kinetics and the head of the graduating class, Brianna Thielman. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Human Kinetics, minor in Science, Emma Jean Wu.
So here comes the really important bit. For those graduates who have just crossed the stage today, and for all those who were unable to attend today's ceremony, with respect to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program, I hereby admit you. Will all of the graduates please rise? It's been my great pleasure to meet and congratulate each member of today's graduating class. You've each invested a great deal of determination, focus, and hard work in obtaining your degree. And now, just as you graduate, this would be the perfect time for you to turn around and show your appreciation for the support of your parents, family, and friends by giving them a big round of applause. Having crossed this stage today, you are now members of the Convocation of UBC. You're in good company. Since UBC began granting degrees in 1916, more than 300,000 women and men have crossed a stage just like this one to receive their degrees and have gone on to build our communities and shape our society. As alumni, your relationship with UBC begins anew. You can maintain your voice in the affairs of UBC through your elected members of Senate, by mentoring today's students, or by participating in UBC's many volunteer opportunities here and abroad. And as lifelong learners, you're always welcome to come back and take a course or two. I encourage you to stay involved and be a part of the future of this great institution. You have much to offer UBC, as it still has much to offer you. To M.Sc. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Vice-Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings our ceremony to a close. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I, and that all of you will be able to join us for refreshments, which will be served immediately after the ceremony in the courtyard. We ask, please, that guests remain in their places until the academic processions have left the building. Thank you for joining us today, and I know you will join me one last time in congratulating the fabulous 2014 graduates of the University of British Columbia.